Hey guys, it's Rachel here with Senza Tempo Cane Corso. I'm over here at the dog park on Riverside, the one that I've been to before. I'm out here with Blondie and Midnight. Midnight is over here chasing after their ball, and Blondie is having a blast as well, and I'm over here looking like a creepo recording everyone. But that's my job, so I'm gonna have to get over it eventually. Alright, so now that we've gotten past the really creepy factor here of me recording everyone, let's take a look at some dog behavior, shall we? So, we've got Blondie and Midnight over here. They're desperately trying to maintain control over this ball, and the owner is desperately trying to regain control of that ball. He throws it for his dog, which has pretty much given up now. She's accepted the fact that she can't beat my dog, so he's over here looking hopeless, wondering how he's going to get that ball from my dogs. Oh, look. He tried to get it from Midnight. She dropped it. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. She can't hear me, but whatever. Good girl, Blondie. Blondie's over here being my friend. Midnight wants that ball. I think he's probably a little frustrated about my dogs stealing the ball, but that's just the nature of a dog park, so fortunately there's not really too much I can do about that. Blondie's in predatory mode. She's ready to take down Midnight. Oop, and they're off. Got her. Took her down. Took her down. Classic Blondie fashion. She knows better than to try to hey, good girl. She's a good girl. She knows better than to try to catch Midnight because Midnight is too fast. Hey, good girl. So she waits and stalks like the predator that she is. Hey, pretty girl. She's tired. They've been running around for a long time. The big old Great Dane. Hey, pretty girl. Come on, Gimbal. They're having a good time. It's a good group today. There's been a couple little incidents, but hey, I mean, they're dogs. So nothing serious. There have been no dogs that I would say are like, really causing a problem or in any way dangerous. Just normal, interactions, which honestly is quite happy and surprising considering the sheer volume of dogs that are here. I would like to think that that's probably a sign that things are changing, maybe for the good. I'd like to think that, but maybe it's just a good batch today. Who knows? But it's been a good day for the dog park, and it's not always. It's a motorcycle. Oh, there we go again. She's ready. She's locked and loaded, y'all. Locked and loaded. Will this dog stir her concentration? Oh, the only thing that can is me. So Midnight knows. So what we have here, folks, is I believe a Mexican standoff. If I'm wrong, correct me. But we have a standoff of sorts. We've got Blondie waiting Oh, we got a fight over there. We got a real fight. Oh, and what was it, y'all? Pit bulls. 2 of them. What are the odds of that? Oh. And one of the pit bulls is wearing a harness. What are the odds of that? Do you see it? The white one there being handled by its owner. See how that other dog is coming up causing a problem? That other pit, you're fixing to have another fight, and if they don't grab that brindle dog. Yeah, they need to grab that brindle dog right now. Grab him, or you're gonna have a problem. Yep, look at him pissing. That's a problem. That dog right there is a problem. Yeah, that dog is a problem. Look at him. Tail right up, prancing around. She needs to take that dog out of the harness and let him go. Leashes create tension, they create aggression. But that brindle dog is definitely a problem. I didn't see the start of it, so it's hard for me to know which one's at fault. Yeah, there's the brindle one's at fault. Brindle one's at fault, 100%. 100%. 100%. They need to get that dog now and take him home. So he's trying to check him, but he ain't doing nothing. He's talking to him, but that does nothing. So I'll admit I was wrong. The one in the harness is not the one that's the problem. God, he's peeing on everything. Look at that. That guy needs to check that dog now. That dog is so disrespectful. And he's just being himself, I will say that. Like, he's just being him. But that is a problem. The owner needs to do something about it. Yeah, he's just going around trying to dominate everything and everyone, whether they realize it or not. See, now if Preacher had been here, I would leave. Because that dog would immediately try to single Preacher out, because Preacher's a male, he's big, he's like him, he's very dominant. He's not aggressive like that, but he's very dominant, and that dog is going to mess with anyone he thinks he needs to enforce his, to show that he's the top dog. Yeah, so it wasn't the pit bull in the harness. That dog is fine. I don't know why she has him on harness then. What is up with that? Why does she have him leashed? That's very perplexing to me. I do not understand that. The only thing I can think is that maybe that dog has tendencies but isn't showing them because of that other dog. Because look at the tail slightly up right now. Oh, look. And another fight. I spoke too soon about it being a quiet day. Although all it takes is one dog being here with a bad attitude to have an effect on the rest of them. Because it puts everyone on edge. But I don't know, there's something about, I'm telling you, there's something up with the white dog. There's a reason she has him leashed and harnessed, and he's leading her around. And even after getting his butt whooped, he's still got his tail up, except for when it's around that other dog. There's a reason that pit bull targeted him in the first place. I'm telling you. Yeah. Yeah, you see it? He just knows better than to sass that other dog. I'm not saying he's in the wrong, but I am saying that there is an issue there that needs to be resolved. I'm not saying he deserved to be attacked or anything, but there's a training issue that needs to be resolved there. So there's that pit bull again over there, or bully dog, whichever you prefer if you're a traditionalist in that regard. Although I will say that dog isn't even that big to be considered like an Amstaff or anything. He's not that big, but whatever. For the purpose of not upsetting anyone, whatever pit bull mix that is, if it is indeed a mix, is a problem. Yep, there it is, see? So he's bullying that other dog, The other dog's trying to ignore him, trying to keep himself asserted by peeing on things, not putting his tail down. So he's still trying to assert himself. He's not trying to start a fight, but he's not backing down. He's trying to ignore him by walking away, got his tail up, but that pit bull keeps messing with him. And that'll be a fight if they don't do something about it. Because, see, the pit bull wants to dominate him. He's not willing to just let it go. See how he tried to mount him? He's not willing for them to just agree to disagree. Now, I know this is going to get me a lot of hate from the pit bull people. Ugh, it's hard to imagine I used to be one of them. Except the difference is that I never lied about their behavior. If a pit bull did something wrong, I never had a problem admitting it. But the people these days, man, geez, I swear to God, they could see a dog doing something 100% in the wrong and be like, I don't see nothing. So if you're one of those people, right, why don't you hop off, because I'm going to delete your comment anyway. But I've had and loved pits my whole life. I know their behavior. I know what they're like. I don't hide it, not going to sugarcoat it. And that's what we're seeing over there. There are a lot of people that believe that these dogs shouldn't even be allowed at dog parks because when something goes wrong, they oftentimes will overreact. It can't just be a verbal, growl and bark and whatever, like kind of what you're hearing over here between these two. When a pit bull gets into it, they really want to just they want to take care of business. So it's just something to think about. Those little dogs giving him a run for his money. So the cool thing about this situation is that this dog didn't meet a dog that was willing to put up a fight against him. Okay? That's the difference, is he wasn't willing to... Oh, that's not my dog. Sorry, I thought that was Blondie. I'm telling you, there's something about that dog he doesn't like. That dog. And I'm telling you, it's because there is dominance there, but we're not really seeing it because it's subdued because of this dog being here. But that's why he's targeting him. And the thing is that the reason why there's not a serious fight here is because none of these dogs is willing to stand up to that dog. That's the only reason why you're not seeing a fight, is that all of them are backing down to him. If one of them wasn't willing to back down, you'd have a real problem. What's going on here? Oh, and a little dog fight. Midnight, get out of it! Midnight! 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 Get out of it! Midnight! Get out of it, Midnight! Shh, get that. That's a bad dog, Midnight. That's a bad dog, Midnight. Bad dog. Bad dog. So Midnight tried to get into that. My camera just turned off. Hold on. My gimbal just turned off. Okay.
Everyone's okay.
This one is yours right here?
Yep. Oh, thank you. Thank you.
This one is yours?
I have two, yeah. I have the fawn female, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, thank you. They're sisters. Thank you very much. Huh? Uh-huh, yeah. Yeah, they're Cane Corsos. Yeah, that rat dog right there, that little rat terrier there is a problem. That dog is a problem.
Oh, they are beautiful.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it. So that rat terrier is the one that started the other fight. Midnight tried to get into it. As I told you guys, that's her one problem is when things get too amped up, Midnight will actually get into some drama. And it's important that I step in and get into it when necessary to prevent her from getting involved. Preachers the same way. They just think they're referees, man. They go and try and take care of whatever the issue is. But it doesn't help. It only adds to the chaos. So you can't let them do it. So let's see. So there's some drama for you. That's some regular dog park drama. A bunch of people left, got tired of it. Blondie. So, yeah, Midnight is still young. She's still in training. She'll learn from that. She did back off. That's a good thing. She did stop. That's what's important. So, she did the right thing. Let's go back and Great Pyrenees. Hey, pretty girl. Blondie's over here she's like, can we go now, please? It's like, fine, whatever. So, but that's why they have, I don't know if you see this over here. Do you see that other caged in area? That's the small dog area. And it's there for a reason. And it's because small dogs play differently than big dogs. And when small dogs do that little yappy attack thing that they think they're so tough on doing, they get eaten by big dogs because the sheer energy of that creates aggression. And they're not equipped to handle that same level of aggression from the big dogs. So that's why they shouldn't be around them. Because they can do their little fighting and all that in their own cage. But when you bring them over to the big dogs and then they do that, and then the other dogs do what they do, they get hurt. So keep your little dogs in the little dog pen. Unless you want them to play with the big dogs and risk being seriously injured. So I even had, I've tried to have little dogs because I like dachshunds, especially long-haired dachshunds, but they always get hurt getting up under the feet of my dogs just during play. So I just can't do it. I can't have a little dog. So anyway, but hey, Midnight. Anyway, well, I'm gonna go pretty crazy. I'm gonna hit the rocks, or kick rocks, I think is what you call it. Hit the rocks. Oh my God. That's horrible. I just realized what I said. Well, there you go. So anyway, I'm going to get the heck out of Dodge and take my dog somewhere else where the energy level is not as intense. I know it makes great content for you guys, but it really makes my nerves bad. I hate it. It's hard for me not to snap on people with dogs like that, not to go and tell that guy. And what's funny is that the same guy whose dog was acting that way was the guy that was complimenting me on Midnight and asking me if I was a breeder. And I'm so glad he didn't ask me for my number, because I would have had to lie and gave him a fake number, because there's no way that I'm gonna let somebody that can't even control their dog get one of mine. And but anyway, well, I'm gonna go. Like I said, I hope you guys are having a good day, and I'll talk at you later. Bye.